Welcome back, everyone. I'm CyberCherry, and this is episode 3 of my survival Minecraft Let's Play. Let's get right into things. Last time we constructed a skeleton farm, we started this bridge, and of course the iron farm here in the iron tower. As you can see, it's been performing and is currently overflowing, but don't worry, we have lots of iron blocks already stacked up inside. It's been a while since last episode, but I've been preparing. A lot of preparing. The ravine is significantly more dug out and the stone stockpile is ready. We'll put it to good use today with a sizable terraforming project. But I'd like our first build to be a continuation of our bridge. With everything stacked to the side, let's get activated. With the second installation of this old but sturdy bridge, it's going to be much more weathered and beaten by the ocean. The block palette is a bit more varied with some moss bits, and even though it's a simple gray-green combo, I'm digging it a lot more than the first section. Even with the simplistic gradient though, I'm still running into some inventory issues. Hopefully Mojang is working on something to remedy this issue in the next update. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm satisfied with a lot of the stuff they have planned to roll out, like the auto crafter and the copper bulb. It's not something I thought they would ever do, but a step in the right direction for sure. For section 3 of the bridge, I'll have to remember to move the materials a little bit closer to the build site. This ended up taking about 3.5 hours, and a lot of the time was just me running back and forth to my chests all the way in the bakery. As I continue to try to tackle larger projects like this, I'm gonna have to remember to work on my efficiency, but I think we'll get there. And there we have it, section 2 complete. Let's see what we've done in comparison to the first. The biggest difference is the change made to the campfire features. I ended up capping them off so there's less smoke visible. Additionally, I used more deep slate to accentuate some features on the bottom arch and on the tower. Given the differences with the first and the second, I'll go ahead and make some modifications. I'm definitely not afraid to go back and make changes to older builds. It's kind of funny how leaving a project for a few weeks can bring new ideas. The other day I was cleaning out some of my old hard drives, and I found some of my high school and college papers. And I'll tell you what, they did not age well. Time has not been kind to them. It's all part of progressing. Same thing with building, making videos, and life. In a year, I'll probably look at this bridge and think, what the heck was I thinking? And we're back. Have I ranted about scaffolding yet? I swear, that stuff is annoying. Anyway, you can see that with our levels, we are down 100 of them. Took a little bit of a creeper incident at the end of the time lapse, but not to worry, we got the skeleton farm to get our levels back up and running. I think it's time we take a quick cruise underneath this thing. Eventually I will have to install a dock, a proper one, I swear. Oh yeah, so much more impressive with the 2 complete. With that being said, the iron tower is sticking out a bit. Let's transition, if you'll allow me, to one more time lapse. Hopefully you don't mind. We already got all the materials, so let's get it some love. In the original build, I added a bit too much of an aggressive gradient. I'll neutralize it a bit. The biggest thing I wanted to accomplish is making it look older. It needs to stand out as ancient, or a fragment from the past. My thought here, or lore rather, is that we found these structures here already, and it's our job to make them habitable. Our city only consists of a bakery and a small farm. As these stones are restored to a functional state, more and more villagers are likely to settle here. And of course, I can't help but add a few strands of ivy climbing up the side of the building. Much better. Again, more life. Bushes are just the best. I can't be convinced otherwise. Some work was done outside the time lapse to include the bars and the spruce fences. The fences add some much needed warmth to the build, and the bars structure. If you wander around older districts of cities, you often find structures that are reinforced with some extra plaster or rebar. This works nicely in that regard. still sad on the inside, but let's take a break from this area. It's time we leave the bakery and get some more action. We're a little too comfortable over here for my liking. We're in need of some detail blocks specific to the ocean. A bit of cherry pepper relish to spice up our builds. I'm talking about prismarine. We're going to tackle an ocean monument. Not sure how this is going to go, but you're in for a real treat. Step 1, preparation. The longest but most important step. We're going to need some stronger armor. We have plenty of diamonds for a full set. Of course, we're going to use the skeleton spawner for some level 30 enchants, but we do need an enchanting table first. And 15 bookshelves around it for the level 30. Let's see if we have that. 3 bookshelves. We're gonna have to do some trading with the villagers. Do we have any emeralds? Good question. Do have some carrots. I can trade with the villager up in the iron tower. Go check on that. Then we might have to take Woodford out for a spin over to the village. I haven't moved the villagers over to the island yet. I'm curious of your thoughts. Should we keep them over there in the village or should we bring them onto the island? Definitely more lag friendly to have them over there. Ah, interesting. You have so many carrots. Oh my gosh. Given that you don't have enough carrots, can I sell you some carrots? Can. Let's go. You just can't get enough of it. Nice. 16 emeralds. I think that might have to do for now. These real quick. Guess we need to come back up and do some trading. Great doing business with you. I'll be back, don't worry. You don't need that, do you? I'll be back. How's it going, Woodford? Since we've spent all our emeralds on books already, let's see if these emeralds will make it far enough for us here. Off to the village. See if we can purchase some bookshelves. We'll probably craft them with the leather and the paper. I think this is a better use of funds. 9 for 1? Okay. Change of plan, folks. This is not worth the funds. Where did Woodford go? Woodford's trying to leave already. Jeez, that is a steep price. Not coming back here for a while. Plan 2. We're just gonna craft the bookshelves. Away she goes. The guy charged me 9 emeralds for 1 bookshelf? What? Trying to scam me. Sorry, Woodford. That was a quick trip, but hopefully you got to stretch your legs a little bit. Carrots back for now. Let's see how much leather we have. Oh, we got plenty. And we don't have any sugarcane. No problem. One of these days we'll get around to crafting an automatic version of this. Nothing like getting on the coast and just doing it yourself though. At least sometimes. Those ones will degrade and turn into fertilizer. Don't worry about those ones. See if that is enough. What is 15 times 3? 45. 45 times 3 is... Alexa, hey Siri, one of you. 45 times 3, 135. Right, no problem. Gotta ask the ladies about the math, you know? Alright, 22 bookshelves. We're activated. We need an enchanting table, and that takes obsidian. Out to our extra ruined portal here to mine some obsidian underwater. You just love to see it. Excellent use of our time. Don't mind me just scrounging up some obsidian. This is not what I was thinking when I said we need some more action. Wamba jamba. Very good. With everything collected for our enchanting setup, let's get down to the skeleton farm. Let's try our luck. Hopefully we can get some depth strider out of it. Nailed it. Not sure exactly where I want to put this thing, but we can always move it later. This is kind of creepy. I think we can work with this. A little spot for it to go. Just gonna spend some time here, collect some levels, enchant the armor. Hopefully we get some good stuff right off the rip, but who knows? We could be here for 10 minutes or 2 hours. Level 30 here. Let's see what first one will give us. Let's go with the pants. Breaking 3, protection 4. Not bad. Alright, and we'll just rinse and repeat that till we're all done. There we have it. We got our boots finally. Step starter 3, not too bad. Not max, but it'll do for now, that's for sure. Let's get back upstairs. Really do need to make a better way up and down. Quick bubble elevator. Lunch. Now we need a breaching device to get inside the monument. If we go over to the shore here and light a piece of TNT, no block damage. The water insulates it from the blast. However, if we surround the TNT with blocks, then light it, boom, we're a business. Finally, we need some things for breathification. Doors. In Java Edition, when you place one underwater, we get a beautiful air pocket. Even more OP than that, water breathing potions. Got a bottle of water, another wart, and a puffer fish. Each potion will give us 3 minutes. With everything collected, it's time for step 2. Travel. Let's get on the road. Or, water? Our trusty chest boat. On our many travels for resources, I did spot one just past the outer island and through the yonder. No, not that one. Too close to home in case things go sideways. I have another one in mind. It's time to get set up here, or we dive in. A quick forward operating base for my inevitable death. Step 3.
Fight!
Let's go. First objective is to excise the Elder Guardians hidden within. There should be 3 of them, I think. The Depth Strider boots are coming in handy already. Let's go see about reaching. Oh. We didn't set our spawn. Right. Got all our stuff back. Let's try attempt number 2. Pretty quick. First death. The thing they don't know is I'm not giving up. You could kill me 20 times. It doesn't matter. Weave around the pillars here. Break line of sight. Need to light the TNT. Cover it. No problem. I'm dead. That is so quick. I don't even know what protects you against that. I need to just stop being bad. We've got it this time. We just need to swim right through the breach. We're getting our toes wet here. Not exactly comfortable in here. Let's see how lost we can get. We found one. Let's dance, sucker. Break line of sight real quick. I'm gonna turn you into fish bait. Some guardian chowder. Oh, you want some more? No problem. I think the sword's gonna work better here though. We'll try one more for good measure. I need to make sure we have at least a couple pieces of TNT left. In case we need to get through some walls. Let's go. Not so bad if you just break line of sight every once in a while. Let's continue to explore. 2 more to go. Blast our way through. Ah, the treasure room. Let's go. We don't deserve it yet, but we'll be back. There's another one. We're gonna charge it this time. Not letting my guard down, but I am a bit more comfortable. found the treasure room and it's all mine. Oh, bit of sponge. Don't mind if I do. 2 of them down, 1 more to go. Just keep swimming, just keep, you know how it goes. What a unit of a movie. Let's try a little bit more towards the center. Aha! We've got you. There he is. I've got your number, buddy. I've been searching for you for ages. Oh! Break line of sight. That hurt, that hurt. Run away! When they hit hard. We did it. All 3 of them down. With the Elder Guardians killed, we can finally gather our prize. First try too. I just can't believe it. I've had just about enough of this place. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's go. We did it. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's see what we've got here. Plenty of loot to take home. Oh, and we even got an Elder Guardian's head. That's kind of cool. We'll have to find a spot to display it. While we're out here though, already in the great yonder, I'm going to take you to something special. Special might be the wrong word here. This is what I'm calling the decaying coast, or decayed coast, one of them. My primary resource for grass, dirt, azalea, wood, moss, and of course, leaves. Once starting off pristine, it has been obliterated, but for good reason. This is my relaxation area, a place where many Hermitcraft episodes have come and gone. Thought I'd give you a quick peek at this before we head home. Anyways, it's time to head back to the bakery. With the sun setting on our destination, and with many resources from the decaying coast, let's put them right to use. The famous Etho might be disappointed about this project, but it's the way of the road. It's time for some major terraforming. I'll set up the wireframes first. No, we're not going to make it solid underneath, but I have many plans to fill the gap anyways. The cavern underneath will most likely hide some redstone. Of course, I don't want to make an unintentional mob farm, so the torches are a must. Time to fill the gaps. I've utilized Lightmatica heavily to prepare for the terrain and speed up the process. When approaching such a large project, to me it's important to have a rough outline to follow. Even though I'll go back to make changes to the previous builds, I have a solid first foundation. It's reassuring and more efficient. I love making more complex builds, but I'll tell you, for the first 30 minutes or so, there's something meditative about just placing some grass. I'm partial to these larger projects in terraforming, but I don't have a lot of experience with it yet. Usually I make something kinda on the same plane, which is flat and boring. So this time, I'm not gonna do that. If you're still hanging out with me today, I deeply appreciate it. This is the longest video I've made to date. Maybe I should have split it, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. If you're enjoying this and you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. And if you think I deserve it, a like. Hopefully I can keep this thing going so we can build something together. It's my creative outlet and I'm glad you're here for the journey. So let's crack on and get after it. Now, as I'm reaching into the second hour of placing grass, things are starting to get a bit weird. Meditation turned into a bit of numbness. I'd rather see any other block at this point. The elevated plateau is going to be worth the grind though, but it's just the beginning of more terraforming necessary for our island. The plateau is now primed for more terrain. Taking a little break, walk the dog. It's time now for less grass and finally some much needed stone. Let's jump back in. Lots of time lapses on this episode. What's your thoughts? Too many? Too little? Just right? I'm always looking for your feedback. In these mountains, there's not much variation here. Just stone, grass, and a smidge of cobble. In the future, we'll most likely go back and add more detail. Tough andesite and some mossy bits will round out the visuals. As for the shape though, it's kind of rough, but it gets the job done. I was debating on if I wanted smooth or jagged terrain. I opted for the latter. The idea here is that our island is a decayed volcano. These two surrounding mountains act as the inner caldera ring. Plateau's still gonna be floating on the outer edges. Let's not focus on that for today. Divert your eyes, please. We'll tackle that in good time. And we're back. Lots of blocks placed again, but smooth sailing. The canvas is now ready for more structures. Our island farm and trees desperately need a water source. There's rumors of a hot spring just below the inner caldera. We're surrounded by salty ocean water on all sides, so this is our only chance for fresh water. Let's hop to it. And we're finished. Look at that. We've got the fountain hooked up to the hot springs. I ended up opting for the diorite so it could have some nice contrast with the green. You could see down at the bottom we kind of have a random tiling work. I like that a lot. And then up top we have mossy cobblestone, moss, and all that. Maybe where some of the water has been sitting. Man, once we get some more greenery around here, I can see myself finding a nice bench, maybe around here, just relaxing as the water pours out. On the more functional side of things, I've added the components for the start of a beacon. The thing is, we don't have the beacon itself. Luckily, I have prepared for this. While we wait for the water to reach the surface, let's grab some things before we go into the mines. There we'll trap a wither and knock it out easily. To kill two birds with one stone, or in this case, multiple birds, I'm dropping a bunch of chickens within the wither blast radius for wither roses. Got the wither skeleton skulls. No time better than the present. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Oh yeah, we're done. It's charging up. We're gonna cheese it. Oh, okay. Cheese? It's cheese? We need to knock it down to half health, and then we'll give it the sword. Okay, its barriers have gone up. Oh yeah, this is cheese. I don't even know if I'm gonna need the milk. Come on. Last couple swipes. Behave yourself. Yeah! Let's go! Too easy, dude. Holy. I love it when a plan comes together. I'm done. Oh, look at all this chicken. And wither roses. Let's go. Holy cow. Yes, dude. All right, let's get back up to the surface here. That was lunch. It's been a while now since we checked the fountain. Wait a second. Do you hear that? Oh, perfect timing. The water is taking effect right away. Bushes, trees, flowers, and crops alike. Last bit of leaves here. Man, this is looking good. It's crazy what a little bit of bushes does. What the heck? There's an airship. I haven't seen one of those in forever. I can't believe it. We've got to signal them. I didn't think anyone was flying those anymore. We have the beacon. Those ships used to connect trade between distant cities. I thought the era was dead and gone. We need to activate the beacon at the spring. If we can hail them, this would be big for our village. Replace the block here. Toss the ingot in. We're activated. Let's get to a good vantage point. Where the heck did they go? Dang it, dude. They're gone. What a loss. Well, with any luck, we're positioned on one of their routes, and we'll see them again. It's nice to know that we're not alone out here. Anyway, folks, lots of progress and blocks placed. More than I expected, honestly. We added a section to the bridge, renovated some previous builds, conquered an ocean monument, and terraformed a beautiful spring. Lots more to tackle next time. Again, thanks for joining me today. I deeply appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next episode.